Here we go.
All right. I want to thank Shelby for bringing me in there. That's my buddy from the swamp. Used to love to watch Shelby. If y'all never watched him, might want to go there and watch him on the History Channel. But I think we got a pretty good lineup here. Looks like we got all the all-stars in the house tonight. We got Lori's Thrifty Kitchen Pantry and Hoosier Prep and Nurse and Biggs Prep. The Biggs Prep's in the house. Scottish Urban Prepper just dropped in. I appreciate it, buddy. I know it's late over there where you are, so I appreciate the effort you're putting in there. Was it about 1 o'clock over there, 1 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, and we got somebody new here. Yeah. Sheila Wixon, thank you for joining us. Looks like we got Fourth and Goals in the house with us. I'm looking forward to that book review, buddy. Hope you enjoyed it. Think they were entertaining, but hey, I wrote them. I'm supposed to think that, right? But we're going to get things kicked off here. First time in the history of the college football playoff, they started the game at 7:30 tonight. They usually started at 8:30.
Go Dogs.
Nah, screw that. Hey, I'm one of them horny toad boys, all right? I want them frogs to win. But here in the house, we do a little thing every year with the bowl games where we print off a sheet with all the bowl games on it. And me and Lady Prepper pick a winner in each game, and we got $1 riding on each game. She pretty much blew me out of the water this year, 25-17. Yes. She got 25 right, and I got 17, which means that she got to pick the last game, and whoever wins the last game gets this trophy. It's got my name on it right here. See that right there? Yeah, that's me. I won it last year. Hopefully we can. Hopefully I can pull it in again tonight. Of course, we're shooting this in the man cave. We always do. Game's right up there on TV.
And I'm winning.
I'm already behind. Kind of ticks me off. But hey, you know, it is what it is. Appreciate every one of you being here. We picked up a few new subscribers this week. I hope you know you folks are here with us. I appreciate it. I love all of you. I really do. We built this channel in a little over a year. And I appreciate everybody that's come on board with us. You know, I try to pass along things that might help you out and maybe have a little fun. But tonight we're going to start off with it's National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. So I want to thank all my brothers and sisters in blue that's made that sacrifice for their community. I know you missed a lot of birthdays and holidays and, you know, school plays and games, but I appreciate the effort you folks are putting out. You know, I did it for a lot of years myself, and I know one thing you didn't miss, and that was the anniversary. You never worked that anniversary, but if you did, you're in trouble. I don't know about the female officers, but I know the male officers, they didn't miss an anniversary. If they did, they were in trouble. But thank you guys. I know everybody watching here appreciates what you do, and you know, thank God we got rid of that administration a few years ago that really tried to make you out to be the bad guys. But I mean, let's be honest, the guy that was pushing that was a thug himself, so I'll let that go right there. But we're going to get right into it. I got a pretty good lineup here tonight for you guys. We're going to talk about, you know, if you really think you're ready to go, what if you got your bug out location's a long distance away? It's not going to be easy to do. So we're going to talk about that. But, you know, first we got to get to our usual stuff, the stupid news, which right here you can see that our current administration pulled 50% of the air marshal force and sent them to the border to work basically as cafeteria workers for the illegal immigrants coming in. You know, they couldn't leave them on those airplanes, let them protect you and me while we're flying. They had to send them down to the border and let them make sandwiches and soup for the illegals coming in. I don't know about you, but that kind of pissed me off when I found out about it. But that's just another example of how good this administration is. I know you guys have noticed this fancy little rig I got right here. I just added that this week. I'm trying trying to make things sound a little better for you guys. I know this mic is better, but when it was sitting on the table, whenever I touched the table, it sounded like somebody fired a shotgun. A damn mess. But hey, this is pretty interesting to an old redneck boy right here. Look at that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I'm getting all kinds of fancy here. But all right. Speaking of stupid, let me tell you a good one. Oh, wait a minute. Got to move something here. This affects me. If you are on Medicare, you know, you get bonuses for going to the doctor or, doing health checkups. This is
your supplemental.
Yeah, from United Healthcare, they send you this little card and they put money on it for you. You go to the doctor, you get $25. It's a little Visa card, is what it is. Or whatever. There's several ways you can get money added to that. And free money's a good thing, right? Well, guess what they're going to do with that? Now, go ahead, zoom in on that. I covered up the important part. You can't get anything off of it. They're going to do away with that. That it's like a debit card. It's a little Visa debit card. They're going to do away with that. And now all of that money is put on your health insurance card. I think this is one of the dumbest damn things I ever saw in my life. This is my health insurance card through Social Security. They're going to put that money on this now. And when I go to use the money they give me, I have to scan my health insurance card into the register, like a credit card or a debit card. Yeah, they get access to all my information on my health records. Nope, ain't happening. This old boy ain't doing that. Not going to happen. They can keep that money. I don't need it that bad. I ain't rich by any means. I'll take $25, $50 anytime I can, but no, I'm not giving you my health insurance information so I can buy a bag of popcorn. Ain't working. Nope. Ain't going to do it. Right now it ain't looking good, so we're going to lay that down right there.
Oh my gosh, way to dive out already. You don't deserve to give up already.
I didn't say without. I just laid it down.
That back up. It's yours for another couple hours.
It's mine. What do you mean? Is that cocky or what?
It's totally cocky.
All right. Let me move on here. I've been told that calling people stupid is not a good thing. So I'm not going to do the stupid person of the week anymore. I'm going to do the mindless moron of the week. How's that? We got a repeat offender here. Everybody knows this lovely lady, or whatever she considers herself to be now. But she actually said in a press conference when she was asked about Joe Biden going to the border, was it yesterday he was there? Yeah, yesterday. She said that the current administration inherited a mess from the previous administration. Where in the hell do these people come up with this stuff? She's just a straight up not intelligent. Let me put it that way. She's not using the faculties God gave her to process information. What they inherited was a perfect system. Nobody was coming in unless they came in legally. But that didn't help the Democrats get votes, so they had to change that. I don't know if you remember back in February last year when Congress tried to push a bill through, House of Representatives tried to push it through, where the federal government took full control of all elections. You remember that? That's because they wanted all of these illegal people coming in here to vote. Got to look around that microphone. Got to get used to that. Let me move that a little bit right there. There we go.
Hey, Chris added that his grocery clerk's card.
Yeah.
His new phone number before he ever let them know that his number changed.
Wow. Yeah, everything's crazy. Right now, everything is tied together. And the only way you're going to stop this from happening is just to get off the grid altogether. And that's hard to do. It's almost impossible to do now. Fluffy's with us. Thank you, Fluffy. Appreciate you being here. Dougie's with us. All right. But, hey, appreciate you folks being here. Jazz Cat's with us again. And my Iowa folks is in the house.
Brother Phil?
Yeah, Brother Phil. My brother's in the house. That's a convert right there. Double D. Yeah, appreciate you being here too. And that's a lie. Which one? Yeah, I know which one. Yeah, that was a lie for sure. But hey, these people think they can say anything, and a lot of mindless morons believe it, but I don't. So let me get on. Here in Orlando, the eggs, as you can see right here in this photo, there's some eggs there. You'll see some eggs there, but they're the store brands. That's Publix. Last 2 weeks, you hadn't been able to go to Publix and get any of the farm fresh eggs that we normally buy. We try to support the local farmers here that supply the stores, but for some reason they're not there anymore. All we got store brands.
I will add, today when I went, those two middle shelves that only have 3 other brands beside the store brand, those were all gone. There was nothing but store brand.
Nothing but Publix eggs.
That's all,
yeah. And our local Publix. And how much are they costing now? $6 something.
Yeah.
$6.39 or something like that.
Something a dozen, yeah.
So, that's more than 50 cents an egg. The prices are going up. It's getting crazy. Just get ready for it. It's coming to your area if it's not there yet.
I just found it weird that all these different brands dropped off at the same day. Like from one Thursday to the next, they're gone.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just crazy
it's
that
weird.
the only eggs we can buy are from the big manufacturers, big farmers. You can't get any from the local farmers. Don't know what's going on. But hopefully it'll get better, but I ain't expecting it. So, all right, let's move on.
Biggs is going to have chicks.
Biggs is going to have chicks, huh?
Put some babies in the incubator.
All right. Hope they all turn out good for you. That would be great. We might have to come up here and get some because these girls we got ain't giving us nothing.
Freeloaders.
Yeah. They're giving us nothing. Can't convert that. I guess that's British pounds, 179. I ain't good on that now. You're talking to a redneck here, brother. Come on, Dave. You got to convert that to US dollars. Hopefully some folks out there watching knows how much you're talking about. But hope that was a good deal where you are. That's all I can say. Buy eggs direct, Philip said. That's what we try to do. I mean, they send them over to Publix, but they're local farmers. And, that's the ones we try to support here. But we hadn't been able to lately. They're just all gone. It's just a mess. But it's hopefully it'll get better. Cold, short days, what? Low eggs. Well, down here it's just the opposite though. When the winter rolls around, we usually get a lot of eggs from our chickens. But I mean, our winter down here is your spring, so I guess that's why. Tammy Jo said she needs to get some more chickens. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, if you can have them where you are, you need to get them. I'm telling you. Looks like Hoosier did our homework for us. I appreciate that.
That's a good price for 15 eggs.
Yeah, that's a dang good price, brother. That's a good price, Dave. You need to go out there and get you some more of them. Is anybody out there ever frozen eggs?
Yeah, I was asking that question, and one of them said they freeze them in silicone cups. But I wasn't sure. I don't think, unless I missed it, the answer if you can just thaw them out and then put them in there like you would fry an egg.
Yeah.
If anybody knows that, let me know.
Yeah, if you let Lady Prepper know, if you can just thaw them out and drop them in the pan. Rural King, 16% protein feed is what finally got my girls laying again. Well, you know what? We're about to, we're going to go camping the next couple of days. You won't see me for a few days. I'm going to be out of town. And I'm going to be going right by Rural King, which is the closest one to me. So I've already planned on stopping in there.
Cool.
Hopefully they'll have some good deals for us. I know they're usually pretty good on ammo. So, yeah, I'm going to have to drop in there and see what they got. There we go. David popped it up there for us. Appreciate it, buddy. Get out there and get you some more of those if you're getting them for that price. Yes, sir. He answered our question here about the eggs, too. You scramble and make absolutely perfect scrambled eggs already. Can be used for baking. What about frying them?
Uncle D says that she doesn't like them as a fried egg. I guess just have to taste test them and see what happens.
Yeah, we're going to have to give that a shot, I guess. But hopefully it'll work out. We'll see. What's it going to go to next here? There we go. Yeah. We're going to go to Bentley, Kansas. I don't know how many of you have seen this, but one of the social media sites I follow, THP.net, I think it is. Travis over at the Prepared Homestead, he has his own social media site. And one of the members over there posted this letter that he got from his utility company last week. Where it says Kansas, I put that in there so I would remember what state it was. It's Bentley, Kansas, and the water company sent a survey out to all of its customers. And they ask them, the basic questions: how many people live in your house? What's your address? Blah, blah, blah. But they also kicked in 3 questions I thought was pretty unusual. And so did the person that posted this. They asked, do you have any special skills that would help in an emergency situation? It's nice if you step up and help your community if things go bad, especially in like Kansas. They have flooding, they have tornadoes, stuff like that. But then it got a little more in depth, and they asked if they had any special equipment like backhoes or, ham radios, generators, stuff like that. And finally, they asked them if they had a storm shelter at their house. I don't know why they're asking these people all these questions, but the person that posted this, he showed me his response, and it was in big red letters across the entire thing. And I didn't want to post that because it was basically the F word, and he kind of told them to stick it. So, and I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing. I wouldn't tell them what I have. That's crazy. But hey, that's just me. You might want to do that. Looks like Hoosier prepping nurse says she uses those frozen eggs for baking. Went from 64 to 60. What we got here? Went from 64 to 60 and insulated the gas bill was the same this month from last year. That's good.
We haven't seen big increases in our power.
Yeah. Thank goodness here, in Orlando, we haven't seen any big increases yet. So, yeah. Sheila said the same thing. That would be her response too. Yeah. Well, that's 3 of us, me, you, and the guy that sent them the letter. Tell them where to stick it. But all right, you guys, I know we're all pretty much, looks like Joe agrees too. Thanks for joining us, brother. Up in Sanford, I appreciate you being here. Truly do. But I know you folks think you're prepared, but I'm going to throw something out there that I thought about today. And you might want to consider this. Got a few friends that have bug out locations in Georgia or Tennessee, North Carolina, places like that. Are they going to be able to get to them? If you have that kind of bug out location, 200, 300, 400 miles away, are you going to be able to get there? If something goes bad real quick, I doubt it. I really do. If it's just something like an economic collapse where you see it slowly coming and you bug out before it actually really hits the fan, yeah, you should be able to do that. But there are still some things you need to consider. And the first one right off the bat I can think of is probably we're going to have, if something like that gets to that point, we're going to have martial law. And when they have martial law, they have restrictions on when you can travel. Mostly at night. You can't travel at night. And there's going to be police everywhere, possibly roadblocks or whatever, but you're going to run into something like this somewhere along the way. And are you ready to deal with that? That's the question. Are you ready to deal with that if it happens? Do you have alternate routes going to your location? A lot of guys I know, they have in the mountains, Appalachian Mountains, they got some bug out locations up there, but they live here in Florida. And if things go like really quick and all that manpower is rushed out there into the streets, they're not going to be able to get there. Not by using the main roads, that's for damn sure. So you need to think about using some alternate routes if you're going to try to get to that location. Another thing you got to consider is your fuel to get there. Is your vehicle going to get there on one tank? If it will, that's great. That means you got to keep that tank topped off. I know here we don't, we let our tank, never let our tanks get lower than half a tank. So, in her car, we might get 250 miles, but, in my Jeep, we're going to get maybe 200 miles at best.
Oh, wow. Hill Bill's
So-
had to drive from the Mexican border to the Canadian border.
Oh, wow. Well, good luck with that journey, brother.
Damn.
Appreciate you being here with us, too. I really do. Hopefully you'll make that trip all right and you won't have any problems. So, appreciate you being here with us. That's one of my friends from over off TPH, excuse me. So, I'm glad you're here. But you got to think about these things, guys, in advance. If you're going to go, like I said, that long distance, have you got a fuel cache somewhere along the way? You might consider that. Get you some jerry cans, fill them up with gas, drive, 200 or 300 miles and stash them somewhere. Maybe you might consider trying to make some contacts along the way. That would be great. So, you got to get that in the works, because the way things are going right now, looks like we're going to need it. Here we go. Starfleet Command is in the house. All right.
What's a replicator?
That's a good question. What is a replicator? Never run out of anything. Is that
Oh, Starfleet. Yeah.
okay?
Okay, sorry.
I got you.
I went literal. Sorry.
So did I. I said, "Well, wait a minute.
That's
Am I
awesome.
missing something here? I got to jump on something here."
That was a good one.
But that was a good one.
That was good.
All right. It looks like I'm only down 3 for this trophy right now. 10-7. So, all right. Yeah, like I said, try to make some contacts along the way. Meet some folks.
Not for long.
Or maybe, like I said, get you a fuel cache somewhere. If your route carries you through, some bad areas, you got to consider that. If I tried to go from here to Nashville, where I'm from, which I would never do, but if I did, I'd be going through Atlanta. And I know that southwest part of Atlanta that we go through on the way up, not a good neighborhood. And are there bridges along the way? Are you going to have to run into a bridge? Any kind of choke point that's going to create a strategic problem for you. For us, going the pretty much going anyway, it would be impossible to get to Tennessee without going over a bridge. But that's a natural choke point. And somebody is going to set up something like this, and they're going to stop everybody coming through, and they're going to take whatever the hell they want that you have, which we're going to get into here in just a minute. A couple of items I'm going to recommend that you take with you. But I mean, if you're trying to go somewhere, you got to cross a bridge, you run into this, what you going to do? Need a secondary route just in case, because that right there will stop you dead in your tracks.
What's an EMP shield you can install in your truck?
They have those that you put on your electronic systems. They also have them for homes.
Oh, okay. Learning stuff tonight. Thanks,
But
Chris.
I don't think, really, if you get you an EMP shield, I really don't think it's going to work. I hope it does. If you don't follow the EMP doctor on YouTube, you might want to check him out. But even if you put like one of those EMP blocks in your breaker box, that's where they go on a house. What good's it going to do for your house to be able to have power if everything in it's fried? Computers, your TVs, everything, your stove, whatever. The EMP is going to fry those without going through that circuit. So, I don't believe those are going to work. I might be wrong. I'm not an electrician. I don't know. But I just don't see those things working. Another thing you might have to worry about if you got to travel a long way is like this right here, a little narrow road going wherever you got to go. People can stop you there. That's a good choke point. The terrain on either side is, especially if you're going through the mountains, you're not going to be able to get off the road and go around all these obstructions. So you have to consider these things, guys. I mean, I'm talking EMP tonight because basically EMP, economic collapse, we got some serious stuff coming. and it's coming faster than it ever has before. And I see it. I mean, I think 2023 is going to be the year when all of this stuff kicks in. It's going to hurt us more than ever. And, I could be wrong, but hopefully I'm wrong. But I think this is the year when they really start pushing all of these things. And it's not going to be pretty. We know digital. I honestly I believe digital currency is coming for sure. That's a last ditch effort to save our economy. But that's not going to work, because when they start restricting what you can buy, how much gas you can buy every month, how much meat you can buy every month, stuff like, people are going to start getting pissed off. And it's not in, our American heritage to be able to tolerate that very long. I don't know if you saw what happened in Brazil yesterday, but them people down there went absolutely batshit. They've had enough. Their government's going through exactly what ours is going through, but they kind of have theirs on warp speed. It's going a lot faster than what we're experiencing here in the United States. But those people just finally had enough. You think January 6th was bad here, you should watch those videos of what happened. Basically their Congress yesterday. Man, them people tore that place all to hell, and everybody in that building had to bail out. And they were serious about it, and it's only going to get worse. It's not getting better. The government down there is not taking any steps to make things easier for people. They're just going to keep going on the same track they're going, which is stupid, because they see what people are doing. But it's a tyrannical government like we have here. I mean, basically, we're a banana republic. You got, one group of people in charge, and they're doing everything they can to protect themselves, even if it is against the Constitution. They're still doing what they have to do to protect themselves. So, if you go out against them, it don't matter. Now, they just squash you like a bug. But hey, let me move on here. While you're making that journey to that bug out location, you got to make sure that you got what you need to get there, which will include several items for personal defense. I'm going to recommend that you take a shotgun, a rifle, and a good sidearm, and lots of ammo. But you got to know, if you get stopped by the police, if it's martial law, they're going to take those things. If you get stopped by bandits along the way, like the guys that blocked that bridge, they're going to take those things. So that's why I'm saying you have to find a way around those locations. And if the situation comes up where you are trying to go around one of them, and you have to protect yourself and your family, you got to have something there to do it with, guys. Make sure you got the right equipment. Got to have good quality stuff. A rifle, I'd suggest an AR or an AK. At the very least, a Mini 14, a Ruger Mini 14, which is a good weapon. It really is. But, shotguns are, you can buy awesome shotguns for less than $200 now, around $200, $225 maybe. But, your sidearm, you don't want anything cheap. You want to get a good quality piece of equipment, something you're going to know you can depend on. Now, when it comes to ammo, you want good quality ammo. At least 100 rounds of good quality stuff. If you want to use range ammo, get some high power range ammo. They make it. You can get it cheaper than, name brand stuff, and it'll kill somebody. I shouldn't have said that. It'll do the job just as well as some of the cheaper name brand ammo. I know the guy that I was getting ammo from over in Cocoa made some super quality range ammo. It would take down any target I wanted to shoot it at. So I haven't seen him in a while because he quit showing up at the gun shows here. He don't like the way they handle things, so he just don't show up anymore.
I have a question.
All right, what's your question?
So if we feel very prepared at home where we are staying right now, what is the circumstance that would make us pack up whatever we could in our two vehicles and head wherever we would go?
If we're going to stay here, is the question.
What would make us have to leave?
There's all kinds of things, if we start getting marauders in the area. If you start getting marauders in your area, there's a dirty bomb, stuff like that. Basically, in a total SHTF, there will be no law enforcement to protect you. You're on your own. You're just going to have to deal with what's coming.
I just feel like 90% safer staying put than putting yourself.
Well, most people do, but you got to have that bug out location.
Just be ready.
You know, like we do. We got a bug out location we're going to go to, and then whatever happens here, I don't give a damn because I ain't going to be here.
There you go. Alrighty.
That's what the way, you know, the way you guys need to look at things too. You know, get you a bug out location. Kill zombie. There you go. David, appreciate you being with us, buddy. I hadn't seen you in a couple of weeks. I'm glad you're back with us. But yeah, you got to kill the zombies. The zombies show up, they're going down. It's that simple. But I mean, these are the things that you need to consider. I mean, even if it's just across town, you know, make sure you got that fuel in your vehicle to get there. Make sure there's no choke points in between. If there is, you got to find a way around them. That's very serious because it's going to happen. If things go totally sideways, it's going to happen. You're not going to be able to cross that bridge, you know. You're not going to be able to go up that 2-lane road that has a mountain on one side and a 6-foot ditch on the other side. You know, you got to make sure you can get around those points. But that's something very important you have to think about. You know, along with those weapons I recommended, you should have that bug out bag and whatever else you can throw in that vehicle. And here's something that came up during Big's prep video the other night that she was doing. If you have a stock of food and say, you know, the UN's rolling down the street and they're taking supplies from people, they're going to take those canned goods. They're going to take those number 10 cans. They're not going to take anything you canned yourself because they don't know. I've actually seen the manual on this. They don't know if that food was processed properly. And they don't know if it's booby trapped. You know, you might have put some rat poison in there, 2 or 3 of those jars. And they know that that's possible. So they're not going to take those. So, you know, probably a good idea if you are canning your own food, have a couple of cans, you know, 3 or 4 cans, have them marked some way that only you will recognize that you don't want to eat those, and put something in there that will actually take care of anybody that takes your food. Let me put it that way. If they eat that food, they're going to wish they didn't. You know, get you 4 or 5 of those cans and do that with them. But make sure you mark them in a way that you will recognize them. And anybody that is in your home that you care about, that your loved ones or whatever, let them know, don't touch these cans. But you never know. It might happen. It might not. I think it's really going to start this year. Like I said, I really do believe it's going to start this year. People are going to start seeing it. They're going to start taking action to try to stop what's happening. But we just got to hang on. And the most important prep you got, this one right here, you got to get your heart right, guys. Got to get your heart right. That is the most important thing. If you starve to death, it's okay as long as your heart's right. And you're right with the man, okay? But I'm going to leave that right there for tonight. Looks like Comfortably Numb jumped in here. You're late, but I'm glad you're here, brother. I really am. Thank you very much for showing up. But
have you ever done a solar cooker out of an old satellite dish? Chris is asking.
No, but I did do one with some scrap wood and some old mirrors I had sitting around. Remember that?
Yeah, it worked good. We cooked chicken in that.
Yeah, it worked great. I cooked chicken with it, baked some cornbread in it.
Yeah.
Solar cookers are something that you really need to look into. They're easy to make. I might do that. I might do a video on that. But if you don't want to wait, just go on YouTube and check it out. There's so many ways to make them. And they're easy and they work great. So also, you know, you got to have those ways to start fires just in case you can't cook in a solar cooker. We're not going to get into that tonight because I've already run over that 30 minutes I like to take. Don't want to take too much of your time. I appreciate every minute you give me, folks. I truly do. But I'm going to get out of here tonight. If you got any questions, shoot them to me in the email, theorlandoprepper@gmail.com. If you're new here, hit that subscribe for me. I'd appreciate it. If you enjoyed what we did tonight, if I helped you in any way, give me that thumbs up. YouTube really likes that. And if they like it, they'll push this video up where other folks can see it. And I appreciate you being here. So with that, I'm going to say stay strong. I push this little button right here and get ready to go. That one right there. Stay patriotic to our founding principles. That's very important, guys. Pray for the United States of America. Orlando Prepper is out.